We are now going to do the speech from the Maid of Honor.
Wow, well, I have to go after him, so I feel a little bit nervous, but really well said, Lane. That was very, very excellent. Well, I'm sure we can all say this was such a fantastic day. Megan, you look absolutely stunning, and I've never seen you this happy, and I couldn't really fit any more joy into my heart for you and Andy if I tried. So Megan and I met in grade 10 at cheerleading tryouts. And I was super impressed with her flexibility, and I assumed she would be, really good at these cheerleading jumps. However, she wasn't. Yeah, that's actually my next one. Yeah. Although my new friend had zero vertical, she made her way onto the team and into my heart, and then a very special friendship started, and I wouldn't change that for the world. Megan and I have been through many happy times and hard times. She has helped me become who I am today, and I'd like to think that I've helped her become the woman you've all come to know and love. And for that, you're welcome. From visiting me in Toronto and Kenora, Minneapolis and Duluth trips to Hawaii, Croatia, Greece, and most recently to Chicago for a bachelorette party, my family and I have many special memories of Megan, and she's become part of our family. And the first time I met Andy, I was visiting from Kenora, and I remember him just running around the apartment, making us shots and drinks, and just doting on us. And I'm sure that's something he's done for pretty much everyone here. And that was the first check mark.
No.
Okay, well, most of us.
Only child. That's your job.
Yeah, fair enough. And that was the first check mark for Andy in my books. Andy, I see the happiness you bring into Megan's life, and for that I thank you. You're such a kind, loving, handsome man. And I'm so happy to know you as well. And I remember when Megan told me about being set up with Andy. And from there, I remember her beginning to fall in love with him. And I remember when she told me he proposed to her on Christmas Day, and I was away in England, and we had a bunch of missed FaceTimes. And that was just kind of like a normal thing. I just was like, she wants to wish me Merry Christmas. And she was kind of like flailing her arms around like Megan. And all of a sudden there was like a little bit of bling. And what happened after was a ton of ugly crying. So much ugly crying. Of happiness, of course. And so there's one last thing I want to share with you. Yes. So I've lived away for a lot of our friendship, and Megan and I would always email back and forth. And one of our signature lines was, our goodbye line was, love your spouse. So Megan and I started to call each other Spice, because it was plural and we thought it was cool. However, now that Megan has a new, different, amazing legal spouse, I know we'll always be Spice. So here's to Megan, my Spice, and Andy, who's now my Spice by association.
Spice-in-law.
Yeah, Spice-in-law. Here's to Mr. and Mrs. Elsie. I look forward to seeing your future, and I wish you all the happiness in the world. And I love you two so much. And I'm also looking forward to spending more time with everyone here this week and celebrating.